How's it going, Mr. File?
It's going great this Monday. How's it going with you?
It is going this Monday. I don't know if it's
Oh.
going great or not. I've been waffling on some plans for the week as I
You've been having waffles? Oh, I like waffles.
wish. I do love waffles, especially in the morning. Waffles are delicious. Chocolate chip waffles are my favorite.
Oh,
Why not?
my kids like chocolate waffles. I just want some butter and then some syrup.
Okay, well, you could do that. That's fine. You could take out the pieces of chocolate that I put in there and then just have the leftover. No, I've been debating back and forth what my seventh graders are going to do, and I think I finally have a plan. And I started to record my video, and then I kept making mistakes, so I have to redo it. So,
Making mistakes. I can record in one take.
Sure you do. Sure you do.
No, I never re-record ever.
Ever?
Ever.
Wow.
Let me rephrase. I've re-recorded once because I called my digital lit class, "Hey, sixth graders." And I went,
Yeah, you want to fix that.
Yeah, I fixed that. But other than that, like literally, I never re-record.
No, I'm going through some slides with them, like, little lecture style, and
Yeah.
I said the wrong thing because it was like a slide or two later, and I was like, oh, that's not here, and
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'll get it. I'll figure it out. It'll be okay.
It's not like you haven't done this before.
Nope. I can, little computer magic will edit things together.
Computer magic.
Like, hey, kid, how are social studies?
Why did Mr. Wawara change clothes? He changed to a whole different wardrobe. I don't get it.
Over the course of the video, like, my whole beard just grows because it took me that long to make it.
That would be funny. Pause, change, come back. All right, here we are. You just pause every time, put on a hat, and then just keep going.
I could, but that would make it take even way longer than it needs to. So
Right. Which is
but
why
I'm
I
also
never record.
right. Well, see, I also I'm integrating some other videos into mine. So and now instead of listening to me, you're gonna watch this other video. So here it is. So I have to have my transitions ready to then integrate those videos.
See, I've found that when I try to do that, the sound doesn't work.
See, you have to. There are magical tricks to download those YouTube videos first, and then you can.
Right.
Which
I figured out.
Right. If I just play it like Zoom, like screen share it, no, that does not work.
No. I just send the links. I'm like, click these links.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I'm just going for extra quality sometimes, maybe.
I like what you're doing.
You know what I didn't like? Yesterday.
Rhubarb?
What? Did you say rhubarb?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a rhubarb fan. I would agree with that.
I like rhubarb pie.
Strawberry
rhubarb.
Yes, my wife is a big fan of strawberry rhubarb pie. I am not a big fan of strawberries nor rhubarb. So I could just eat the crust, I guess.
Well, when she makes a strawberry rhubarb pie, feel free to share.
Yeah. I will let you know. I will admit it's usually more purchased than made, but it's,
Well, yeah, that requires work, and I don't have time.
Yeah. So yesterday, for Mother's Day, I took my wife and say, hey, whatever you want to have for dinner, order whatever. I'll go pick it up. And we haven't had Chili's for a while. There's a couple different things we really like at Chili's. So she said, let's do Chili's for dinner. Sounds good. Okay.
Queso?
Chips and salsa.
Okay.
Their queso is so-so for me.
Really? See, I like this, but that's not going to travel. Okay, so continue.
So obviously it's, you got to pick up curbside.
Right.
Or you could do like the DoorDash thing, but I'd rather just go get it. It's easier.
Right.
So we placed the order probably about 1:30 in the afternoon saying, hey, we want this ready for 6 o'clock. So
I don't even like where this story's going.
So I grabbed my daughter, had her come with me because I thought this is going to be a fair amount of food. This way, in case things need to be held in the car so food doesn't spill all over the place. Good to have another person. So we get to Chili's pretty much right at 6 o'clock, maybe like 6:02, whatever. And then when you arrive, you're supposed to, text them that you're here, and then they bring out your food. So I text here, I'm in the parking lot. Well, my first clue as I was pulling into the parking lot was it was really crowded.
Oh.
I couldn't even get into the lot at first. There were so many cars there. And I was thinking, This does not seem well planned. But I also saw everybody was trying, like there's 2 entrances to get into the Chili's parking lot, but everybody was only going into one. So like, well, I'll just go around these other people. I'll go in the other entrance, which I did, found a parking spot. Somebody from the restaurant came to my vehicle and just asked for the name on the order. Gave him the name.
Okay.
Said, okay. Sure, sounds good. Waiting.
Just
kind of looking around, seeing more people just sitting in their cars. Nobody's leaving. Every once in a while, somebody would bring out some food, but it's not coming out as frequently as you would hope to get things really moving along. So I ventured out of my car. I donned my face mask. All right.
Right.
Went out, saw some other customers out by one of the doors and kind of asked, like, hey, have they given any indication like how far behind on orders they are? No, nobody seems to know anything. The rumor is that they got like 300 orders, like for the evening, whatever, which is way more than they normally get. Okay, so I went back to the car for a little bit. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to eventually get out. Now, this is 7:00 now. I've been waiting for an hour. Get out of the car.
Right.
Go to join the crowd by the other door to figure out what's going on. At this point, the Chili's, like I can hear one of the employees, and I kind of interrupted and asked him what was going on. So there are 2 semi-lines outside. There's one line for people to cancel their orders, because when you order online, you have to pay online. But some people have decided this is ridiculous. I don't want to wait, but I want a refund, right? If I'm not getting my food, I want my money back at least. So they're waiting in line to cancel their food. And then there's another line to verify that you want your food. And I was like, wait, so if I place my order and I want my food, I still have to go tell them that I still want it? Yes, you do. That doesn't seem to make any sense to me, but fine, whatever. So I'm in line, and there was another gentleman near me, and we start chatting a little bit about our food and when it was supposed to be ready. His was supposed to be ready at like 5:55, and mine was supposed to be at 8:00. And here it's after 7, and the 2 of us are like, great, this is fantastic. So much fun. In the meanwhile, I've texted and called my wife to let her know, like, hey, things are running behind. We don't know what time it's going to be. Eventually got to the front of the line and talked to the Chili's lady, and okay, this is the name on the order, because it was under my wife's name originally. Okay. So I gave it the name, and then, okay, do you have any info? No, there's no information. Didn't have anything, didn't know. Okay, well, at this point, like, I'm committed. We've been here over an hour and 15 minutes. We're bordering on an hour and a half. Like, I can't just give up now.
Right. And you've paid.
And I've already paid. But while we're waiting outside, the police arrive because there's been a complaint. I don't know if it was from one of the customers that was there at the Chili's or somebody that was driving by. But the complaint was people were not social distancing. We're all trying to get in line to talk and ask about our food. Now, everybody was pretty much wearing a mask that I could see, except the Chili's employee, ironically. So, but at that point, like, if literally we would have had a line and kept people 6 feet apart, the line would have gone into the Home Depot lot that was next door.
Right.
Like, it's not going to work to measure that, like, to keep people that far apart for how many people were waiting in line. Not going to happen. Now, nobody seemed to be like terrified of the people semi near them. And people, I mean, it's not like you were touching anybody or breathing on them on purpose, whatever. Right. But yeah, the police officer came and said, look, we've had a complaint. He was wearing a mask, by the way, in case you were curious.
Okay.
Had a complaint about social distancing.
Iowa PD is pretty good.
We ask that you guys, just please respect the 6-foot boundary, be careful. We want to keep everybody safe and healthy, whatever. And I'm sort of looking around at everybody, and literally everybody moves like
like just switched feet and backed up a smidge.
Because at that point, like, if I were to move 6 feet, like, then I'm moving out of line.
Right.
And unless these people behind me all go the 6, 12, 18, as we jump,
right.
There's really no. Then he left. Like, it was I appreciated what he was trying to do, that he was very, calm and casual about it, that he wasn't like yelling at people or like making this all crazy. But yeah, it added another exciting element. And so I checked in, and my daughter had been waiting in the car. And eventually I was like, okay, this is fine. Make sure she's doing all right and whatever, because she's probably really bored. So I'd been out of the car maybe 15, 20 minutes and get back. And by the time I got to the car, I had left the phone in the car with her. Well, there had been a phone. But she didn't answer because she didn't recognize the number. And we've usually told her, like, if you don't know who it, like, just, it's
don't answer
or whatever. It was Chili's. It was Chili's telling us that our food was ready. And if you still want it, please come to the door, the front door, not the side door where the big crowd was. So I rushed over to the front door. At that point, I had taken off my mask in the car.
Right.
And I didn't take the time to put it back on. I was like, we need our food. Just go over to the door, knock. The guy came to the door. I was like, here's the name. Do you still have the food? Because I was worried at that point. Like, it had been 15 minutes. I don't know what's going on. They had the food. So we were all good. We got the food. They even got the order correct. I didn't check while I was there. I was like, we've got food. We're going home. Like, whatever this is, we're going to eat it. Right. But it was the right food. It was a little cooler than I would have liked, so I just warmed it up in the microwave when I got home. But it still tasted good. We had a nice meal, but it was an hour and a half-ish.
Late.
Yeah. So what I learned is when you are placing an online order, even though you may be fully well prepared, as we were, and place your order early so that it gets on the master list, the order in which they make and prepare your food, who knows exactly how that's followed. Now, one of the employees did announce, like, yes, we have turned off the online ordering feature, so we can't take any new orders at this point, which they should have done way earlier than they did.
At 2 p.m.
Yeah, pretty much. The other thing is, like, normally at my house, we typically eat, we have in the past, like, typically eaten our dinner, like, at 5 o'clock. Like, we kind of eat old people style, just eat early.
I was just going to say, what are you, 80?
Yeah, well, it's because typically, like, with school, like, our lunch, my lunch is 11:15, so I eat then. And then I have, like, a small snack in the afternoon, but then by 5 o'clock, I'm actually hungry. So why wait till 6 or 7 to eat when, like, if everybody's hungry at 5, let's just eat at 5. But since we've been home, everything's gotten a little bit later. So, like, let's, we'll pick it up at 6. We're not going to be hungry at 5, so we'll pick it up at 6. I should have just gone with old people time. Had I picked it up at 5, it probably would have been ready with no trouble.
Yes, we're eating around 9:30, 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I should have gone either way earlier or way later.
Right.
Either one of the extremes, that would have been fine.
When I was out yesterday, briefly, in the afternoon, I drove by Portillo's in Naperville, and
the one on 59 or 34?
Yes, the one on 59. And the one on 59, I'll use illustrations. If this was the building and the drive-through came here, there was a line that, if this is where you pick up your food, there was a line that went like this, out around the parking lot, all the way around the parking lot, all the way back out to the main road, out on the outside road, and on 59.
Oh, yeah.
There was probably 150 cars in line.
Now, you were not going to Portillo's, correct?
Oh, no. I was not going to Portillo's. My wife put in an order pickup at Target, so I had to go pick it up. So I went and picked it up, and as I was heading home, I'm like, and she actually came with me. But I went inside with my face mask. Yeah. She's like, we were looking at it, and it was an impressive line for Mother's Day. I don't know if they're giving away something for free, but there was a significant number of cars.
Although, while I'm sure it took a long time, if I were to have to, like, rate my trust in a restaurant to command that amount of volume, and I choose Chili's and Portillo's, I'm going Portillo's. Like, Portillo's, oftentimes surprises me with how efficient and relatively quick they can be as they're
Yes.
making, whether you're in the drive-through or in the restaurant. In the days when you used to be able to eat there.
Back in the day when you could sit down.
I remember when I was a young lad and I could sit down in a restaurant. Or
Your family.
alternatively, you could just drive to Indiana and sit in a restaurant because they've already opened restaurants.
So we just need to make sure people from Indiana don't come to Illinois.
Right. Or we could just go to Indiana and move there for a while.
Yeah, I'd rather stay here. I mean, it is Indiana.
There's some good places in Indiana, though. I do
Well, I don't
like
just-
Indiana.
Like Indiana Dunes.
Although once you've done like one of the dunes, kind of done.
I've never been there, so I don't know. I just knew that was the name.
Oh, okay. Now I have not looked at Iowa to tell you what real Iowa is doing. I'm not sure.
There's only 17 people in real Iowa, so they're
Yeah,
social
they were
distancing
fine.
already. Yeah. I mean, seriously, let's not kid ourselves. I mean, Wyoming, they didn't do anything. They're like, everybody's just fine.
Yeah, so we will see how these next few weeks play out with that. But I have learned a valuable lesson in my ordering. I think it was the holiday weekend time, all converging at once.
You overprepared. You called it one, which is the pertinent thing to do. Now, see, that's not your fault. Actually, that's theirs. See,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I'm not sure. I think you actually, in this whole situation, I think Chili dropped the ball because it's not like you called it 4.
No,
You actually prepared, called ahead. So, having worked in the restaurant industry, you ordered. Did you already pay online too?
oh yeah,
See, there
You
should
had
have been. Yeah, right. There should be no. Right. Of course, duh. There should have been no issue for you at all. For you at all.
no, there shouldn't have, but there was.
Did they
Not
give
much
you
I can do
any?
about it now.
Did they give you any extra chips or anything?
They said sorry.
I'm thinking a strongly worded email to the corporate will get you a little something. I mean,
Here's a coupon for free chips and salsa.
right.
Which
Yay.
I do love their chips and salsa. That was one of the big draws of the evening meal.
Right.
So,
Yes, I totally understand. What did you get?
And- I went with the bacon ranch quesadillas.
Do like the bacon ranch quesadillas? Yes.
Although I don't actually like the ranch sauce. So I just went with the bacon chicken quesadilla basically.
right.
But
Which
I
is
like
I do-
the
yeah.
pico de gallo stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I do not use the ranch dipping. I like the quesadilla themselves. Yes.
Yeah, and I did feel a little bad for the employees because they're not in charge of the online system.
Right.
Whether you're the cook or sort of I guess it's not really a server, but the go-between at this point in time.
Right.
Feeling bad because it's not their fault that the system was overwhelmed and that nobody was monitoring it. Like that's a manager thing.
Right.
Where the manager was, hiding in the Chili's somewhere, eating chips and salsa. They probably built a fort out of the tortilla chips, the bags, just hiding behind it, hoping nobody hears the little crunch.
Well, I think a lot of places shut down their ordering because it gets a little out of control. I mean, our favorite burger place does.
Yes.
They cut it off. Then, but also thinking that a lot of places don't have a full staff. So I'm thinking, you got 2 cooks, maybe 3 in the back going, all right, let's go. Here's one. Well, they left. They don't want it anymore because they've been waiting an hour and a half.
Yeah, I am curious. I mean, again, I'm very thankful we got our food. I'm very thankful
Right.
it was the right order. I'm curious how many people got the wrong food.
Yeah.
But
You didn't, and that's all that
we
matters.
didn't, and we enjoyed our food. So, with that, I think that was a delightful story. I hope you enjoyed it.
I did enjoy it.
And tomorrow, we will talk about some new things.
Yes, we will.
So you have a wonderful, fantastic, chips and salsa filled day.
I'm going to. Thank you.
All right, see you tomorrow.
Bye.